Popular streamer Byron Bernstein, known online as Reckful, has sadly died. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Strife Hayes. This is Daily Strife, the bite-sized news show all about what's going on in the world of gaming and popular culture. And unfortunately today we have a much more serious, much more tragic story to cover. Online gaming streamer Byron Bernstein, known by his handle Reckful, unfortunately passed away yesterday. Sources close to Byron, including his friends, family and partners, have confirmed that the death was a suicide. As usual, let's try and add some context to this story, discuss this incredibly influential man's life and celebrate some of his achievements. Byron has lived an intense life. When he was younger, he had two older brothers, Guy and Gary. Unfortunately, Guy took his own life while Byron was still young. This event, as expected, had a profound effect on Byron, and in his later years, Byron has been very open and very honest about his intense struggle with mental health, including his extreme battle against depression. Byron started playing the MMORPG World of Warcraft, and over time he rose to become one of the greatest World of Warcraft players the world had ever seen. He will compete in several Major League Gaming World of Warcraft tournaments and place very highly in each of them, taking home third place in the 2009 Dallas tournament, second place in both the 2009 Orlando and 2010 Columbus tournaments, and then first place in the 2010 Washington tournament. Byron would also take place in the official World of Warcraft 3 vs 3 player versus player ladder competition, including one season of the Burning Crusade expansion, all 4 seasons of Wrath of the Lich King, and the first season of the Cataclysm expansion, and he would finish every single one as rank 1. He also took part in the 2013 Blizzard Hearthstone tournament, taking home second place, then in 2016 returned to the Major League Gaming World of Warcraft Championship and was ultimately crowned the champion. As of yesterday, the man had amassed nearly 1 million Twitch followers and would regularly broadcast to over 50,000 live views. Byron was an incredibly skilled gamer and easily one of the greatest World of Warcraft players the world will ever see. The streaming scene wasn't as big back then as it is now, and Byron is cited by many streamers today as being both a major influence on their enjoyment of the competitive gaming scene and the reason they themselves began streaming. The last week, however, has seen a roller coaster of controversy sweeping both the streaming and entertainment worlds in general, and unfortunately Byron did not escape this. Fellow Twitch streamer and adult entertainer known by her online handle IndieFox tweeted accusations that Byron had sexually harassed her. Her statements included allegations that while the two were alone in a bathroom stall together, Byron kissed her neck without consent, and when IndieFox didn't reciprocate the feelings, Byron said, "I thought you were into me," and then left, later to be seen with another girl. IndieFox apparently then threatened to expose Byron's actions. In the interest of reporting, I tried to find multiple sources corroborating these claims. Unfortunately, the only source, or the main source, seems to be an Australian news website called Sausage Roll, and the tweet longer message that allows users to get around Twitter's character limit from IndieFox, apparently the one exposing Byron, seems to have been deleted, along with many other tweets from IndieFox featuring any mention of the streamer Reckful. Until proof comes out, we need to treat these allegations as unsubstantiated rumours. Byron has been banned from Twitch before for unrelated reasons, including breaking Twitch's terms of service and content guidelines. He was also banned from World of Warcraft for 4 years for account sharing. Beyond the controversy, in the more recent years, Byron was working with a team to release his own video game called Everland, described as a social online world and set for release later this year. This shot of Everland shows us a gorgeous retro pixel art style medieval town and multi-direction sprites. It seems to be channeling the spirit of early online game Nexus Kingdom of the Winds or the golden age of SNES RPGs. This brings us to the events of yesterday, and most of the timeline is revealed through a series of heartbreaking tweets from Byron's friends, family and ex-partners. Byron's final tweets include him proposing to his ex-girlfriend. They are: "Love is something. If you find it, don't let it go." The next tweet features several photos and reads, "I know I'll always be a little too crazy, and this is proof, but at least you'll never be bored. Will you marry me, Becca?" This is followed up with the comment, "Do not make her feel pressured to say yes. I am completely insane here. I have not seen her in 6 months. The reason for the post is, I know she's the one I want forever, and I wanted her to know my commitment is real." Then the next 2 tweets seem to drastically change tone and read, "Please just know in these situations, the insane person does not feel in control of their actions." And finally, "I feel bad for anyone who has to deal with my insanity." We then have tweets from a woman known on Twitter as Blue, an ex-partner of Byron, reading, "I'm at a loss right now. Something I've been scared of happening for so long happened. I can't stop crying. It's so painful. Please no." She follows this up with, "Someone I love killed themselves. I wish I could have said something to prevent it. Why?" The next tweet features a video of Byron and Blue together. Becca, the woman Byron proposed to in his last few tweets, then posted a long-form Twitter message and explained how Byron had long struggled with depression and mental health issues and had helped her to understand the impact of mental health much better. She writes, "He brought me to realize that I knew nothing about depression, nothing about mental health issues." Byron's brother Gary then tweeted out this message: "My baby brother Byron is gone. Rest in peace. He left in a similar way as my older brother Guy. I've no siblings left. If you have stories and pictures of him, please share them." Beyond these absolutely heartbreaking tweets and intensely emotional window into the final public moments of someone's life, messages of support and tributes from friends and fans alike have been flooding in, with rallying cries of support and love for Byron's family from some of the largest content creators in the world. In light of these awful events, I've seen many people on all forms of social media post messages about mental health struggles, either their own personal journeys or things they know other people have been through, and how talking about and dealing with mental health issues in our society still does carry a level of stigma with it, especially for young men. I've also seen many people posting messages such as, "If you want to talk, I'm here," and "Always here if you need to share and not feel alone." These messages absolutely come from the right place, and it's beautiful to see so many people willing to help. But as caring as those messages of support are, they are not a replacement for professional help. People struggling often know their friends are willing to talk, but they also don't know what to say. The words won't come out, and the thoughts get even more tangled. Often, they don't want to feel that they're burdening people by asking for help. While it's a nice gesture to let people know that you're there to talk, for the person that's suffering, taking the step to actually talk is incredibly scary, and when they do open up, it's a very complex and delicate thing to provide the care they need. So please, help guide anyone you know who is struggling to a professional. If you believe your mind is working against you, or thoughts and situations are beginning to get the best of you, no matter how physically or mentally tough you normally are, please contact a professional mental health service. There are numbers on the screen now, and in the description of this video, I've linked multiple resources for multiple countries. Please talk to someone if these events have affected you, or if you feel events in your life have been building up and you're finding it difficult to manage them. Thank you for your time. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow.